We're recording.
Where are you right now?
This, this is my bed and my headboard is black and my shirt's
Oh,
black, so it looks like I'm just in the void.
yeah. I was like, are you when are you like gone on your tour?
Uh, well, I mean, yeah, it's a lot of weekends, but the next time I leave is this Friday, and then there is a break with that tour, and the weekend of the 22nd, I'm at the Improv, DC Improv. Then the next week, I go to New York, and then the next week, I go to the United Kingdom, and then from there, I have to, I eventually fly back to New York and go to Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Nice.
Yeah, it was, yeah, because flying back from London to Austin would be an insane thing to do. So I switched some things up, so I didn't have to have a 20-hour layover or 30 connecting flights, and it wouldn't be $3,000.
You mean you don't want to pay you don't want to pay thousands of dollars to sit in an airport for days?
Yeah, that's why actually, Grant's advice on the way back, I'm just gonna stop at,
Oh, that's cool.
at Iceland for a few days.
That's cool.
So yeah, be in Iceland early June. So if anybody's there, uh, hit me up. Uh, you know, oh,
Yeah, some any fans in Iceland?
yeah, I don't know. It's a pretty small country, I think.
Yeah,
So
I think it's like 350,000 people.
yeah, I think you can drive a whole circle around it in one day.
That's wild.
It's pretty small, and it's next to Greenland. So if,
Are you going to try and swim in a glacier or something?
they got lagoons you
Yeah.
can chill in. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna chill in the lagoons.
That's
But,
cool.
yeah, I don't really know what to expect yet. I'm not there yet, and I have so many other trips before that. So,
Yeah,
so one
you're
thing,
truly a man on the road.
yeah, one thing at a time. Let me go to Florida first, and then figure out the next trip. So
Hell yeah.
that's what I do with my life, we're always somewhere, guys. So
Yeah, you can find them on the road.
yeah, so it's chill.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. And they moved the DC date. It was supposed to be at the Anthem, and now we're at Constitution Hall. So it's pretty crazy that,
That's pretty crazy.
yeah, I mean, I'm sure the founding fathers would be so proud to see me out there. I can't wait
Hey,
for that. So
that is pretty wild.
it's a huge venue. I was
Like, that is pretty cool.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that venue. So and the last people I knew who were there was when my nieces were trying to see the Wiggles. So I guess I played the same place. The
Fuck yeah, that's
Wiggles
pretty cool.
are pretty cool in my book.
Do
But
your nieces get that like you're an entertainer? Are they old enough to understand what you do yet?
I don't think they're old enough. I don't know what their mom tells them, but the oldest is like 9 or
Yeah.
10. but still, I don't know. I haven't really brought it up. I'm not a children's entertainer,
Yeah, you're not.
so I don't think it really applies to them. So I don't know. Anyway, okay. Here's the first one. Okay, here's the first one. Can you see it?
Yep, you got it.
Shame on me now. Flew you to places you never been. Now I'm lying on the cold, hard ground. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble.
That's Charlie Chaplin lip syncing the Taylor Swift song. So he would have loved Taylor,
Yeah, he would have.
right? That's him looking at his ass, right? Like, he's like,
Whoa.
yeah.
That's
And
the
that's
first time he's ever
another
seen your ass.
backside pic of Charlie Chaplin. And that, in case you're wondering how he actually looked like, look at this dreamboat. Wow, what a beautiful man. So that's how he actually looked like. So pretty hot, right?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are I feel like his look has come back in.
Yeah, he definitely has that like white guy, Wall Street finance bro, rich
Yeah.
rich kid, McLean. I grew up in McLean,
Mhm.
Virginia, and
Mhm.
now I live in Georgetown.
Yeah. Yeah.
And speaking of Taylor Swift has an entire song on the name of the movie. Yeah. Does this look stressed? Okay.
Oh, he's cute.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna share the hot guy, Charlie Chap. See, that's the hot guy. Hot guy.
Wow.
Okay, hot
Yeah.
guy.
You said it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, look at he's a handsome guy.
Have you ever tried to do your hair like that?
No, I think he has. We don't have the
You
same.
think it's a wig?
We don't have the. Why would you say that? That's his hair. You don't think it
I'm not well, like he's not here, so I can say
yeah,
that about
well,
him.
yeah, but you don't think he just looks that good? Yeah, like a
I don't know, the hair like just like I don't know, it kind of looks like a wig.
well, I've heard people say that about your hair.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, 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 is that
That was a good
real?
one.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you see, that's his backside, right? Okay.
How tall was he?
I didn't really look it up, but he might be 5'9" or something. Even though he
Will
does,
you introduce the movie and why we watched it? Because it just seems like we're talking about Charlie Chaplin for no reason.
right? You see that picture, right? Okay. That's a better one. Okay, okay. I stopped sharing the screen. Okay, guys. Well, actually, okay. Okay. Well, we did. This is why I did this other video. Okay. We did this movie, Gold Rush. It's like the Taylor song. Right? It's about the Gold Rush.
Dreaming,
How loud.
dreaming, eyes are sinking, ships on waters so inviting. I almost jump in. I don't like a gold rush, gold rush. I don't like anticipating my face in a red flush. I don't like that anyone would die to feel your touch. Everybody wants you. Everybody wonders what it would be like to love you.
Alright, that's the last thing I'm sharing. So we got okay. So we did the movie the Gold Rush that came out. What are you typing?
What? I'm pulling up my notes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the typing was like really loud. Uh,
Sorry.
wait,
It was in 1925.
yeah, exact 19 because this is actually our 100th episode. So we did a movie that was 100 years old. This came out one.
Yeah, did you guys hear that? Episode 100.
Yeah. So it's 100 years ago. That's why it makes sense. So, right? So we did the Gold Rush, one of the early Chaplin films, and it came out 100 years ago. So you weren't listening. So it's about a guy who goes to the Klondike. Oh, he was 5'5". Oh, okay, yeah,
Okay, I thought he seemed short.
he did. Yeah, yeah. So he was um 5'5", and his I think his wife was also 5'5". So great
Oh.
short people. So anyway, early Chaplin about this. Oh, guess Judy Garland's height.
Oh, 5'2".
No, 4'11". Like she should have played a Munchkin, right? Not, not for us, not for us.
I feel like you're sitting on that one.
Well, I actually didn't know her height until when I looked it up. So um, I'm just quick with it. I'm just like, yeah, oh, it's your hair wig, Judy Garland, Munchkin, you know. Anyway, okay, the Gold Rush. It's this guy goes to the Klondike and to get gold. And a lot of stuff happens on the way. A lot of characters, just mishaps, a lot of wackiness, a lot of slapstick, stuff like that. So
Yeah, it I it was pretty here's what I appreciated about watching this film is that it was free because it's so old. It's
that's
public
it.
domain.
It's not a domain. However, it's also on HBO Max. So
Did you watch it on Max?
yeah, I could have done both, but I was like, well, maybe I have a better version if I watch it on HBO Max. I don't
Yeah,
want.
I mean it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I have a feeling that silent movies feel like they take forever. It felt really long sometimes because I don't know if there's no sound. So but
I guess everything's relative. I feel like at one point people are just gonna stop watching things that are long
oh well,
because like with cell phone culture, you
yeah,
know.
a lot of stuff's long now. A lot of movies keep getting longer and longer.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like it's I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I keep watching like shorts on. I keep getting fed a lot of like clips of shows that like I don't even watch.
Entice you to watch them.
Kind of, yeah.
So I
But
guess,
like I still haven't.
oh well,
Like it's not serving the purpose of like what a trailer would for me.
oh fair.
Do you think silent films will ever come back?
Well, they made that one South End movie like 15 years ago.
Yeah, yeah, I know which one you're
But
talking about.
it was like okay. I mean, it was fine. It was okay. But no, probably is. I mean, it's just gonna be like a honoring the silent era. I don't think we're gonna go to silent films.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, so unless when I get into the biz, when I started my film career, I'm gonna go full Chaplin.
Yeah, I can see you really rocking the Chaplin look, like getting like the mustache, getting the hat.
Instead of mustache, I was gonna use my finger.
And you like draw it on the finger and you like hold it up every time.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think that's such a funny bit.
yeah. I'm going Chaplin.
Wait, do you have a marker? Do it right now.
I have to go get my expo markers are put away, so I
Because you're like, I'm not teaching anymore, baby.
I keep marker. Actually I can get them real fast. They're not your regular expo markers. Okay, they're cooler. Okay, never mind. Never mind. They fell out of their bag, but they're different colors. We have purple, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know, and red. So pretty cool, right?
Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah. What type of expo markers do you have? Do you have orange or, or green or turquoise?
Um, yeah, I have a few for like writing on the fridge.
This one's black. This is the OG.
Yeah.
Well, what I like to do, a lot of people like draw with them. I like to undo them, just sniff it,
Yeah, good. I'm glad.
Really, it
I was
smells
worried you
good.
weren't sniffing.
Yeah,
Sorry, huffing.
yeah, ever, ever have a whole collection of colors of expo markers you could use and sniffling. So,
Martin, what are you doing?
I don't know. I'm sorry, everybody. But hey, it was a fun movie. I know it came out 100 years ago, but age as well. Nothing offensive in it, If you, but
Yeah, that we know of.
well, so far, but is it crazy? Everybody in that movie is dead. Right? Like no one in there is alive
Great
anymore.
analysis, Martin. Oh, I feel like this was like a fun fact is that his wife was supposed to be the main woman, but she got replaced because she was knocked up during filming.
Oh yeah, I have to get jittery with that. So that would be the director's fault because he was also the director. So it's really he knew what he was doing, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but then they got the other lady, and no, it was what it was kind of fun. He didn't laugh once during the gold rush.
Yeah, I did laugh.
Yeah, it was silly. It
It
was
was silly. I laughed.
yeah, like and they have you can see the house on the mountain. Those guys fall out. That was that special effects. And
Yeah, I mean, I also I'm gonna be honest, like I didn't know much about this and I didn't realize I was like
what? Yeah.
I read like a description of it and I didn't realize it was gonna be like slapstick. I thought it was serious.
Well, do you know who Charlie Chaplin is? Like
I'm
this
gonna be honest, like
is
I think I knew, but like I didn't
uh,
know.
yeah, that's his thing. It's yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I know, but like I just I've never really, it was not information I cared to
Oh,
retain.
well,
So I just was
I
like, oh, I guess he did this one dramatic movie, and then it was like slapstick. Because I
well,
had read a thing about how he was inspired from the Donner Party, and I was
yeah,
like, oh, well, that's not gonna be funny, you know?
remember when the guy thought he was a chicken. I think that was the inspiration he got from the. It's supposed to be he's mixing tragedy with comedy. You know, it's not it's not, it's not, these situations are enjoyable. But yeah, I guess at the beginning I can see how you thought it was going to be serious because all the people are marching through the snow. But then the next scene, you see him waddle around a mountain. So
Yeah. No. I
yeah,
mean,
I I mean, I can't blame you. The first time I saw a movie with him in it, I thought it was Hitler. So,
that's like understandable.
to be fair, he had the Charlie had the mustache first, because this is 1925, and Hitler doesn't become prominent until like 8 years later. So, if anything, Hitler stole the mustache from Charlie. You know.
Yeah.
Because in Charlie's first movie, it was like 1915, so he'd been rocking the stash, for a while. Actually,
Yeah, it was totally his thing.
no. Would it be bad if I drew it Hitler stash from
Yeah, see, now I'm like, oh, you can't do that.
Well, no, yeah, no, it can rock a mustache like
It
that.
is crazy that that came back into style even after Hitler.
I don't think when they come back into style.
Like recently, people have been like doing that.
Some people with Hitler mustaches.
Well, it's not Hitler exactly, but it's
Yeah.
still like it could be construed that way to a certain brunette man. It's giving Hitler.
Well, it's only Hitler if it is like this small portion, right?
I don't know. It's
No.
still Hitler-esque.
Did you call the guys out on it and you're like, hey, you look like
No,
you look, you look like Hitler.
no. I
If I,
thought I thought they might be offended.
if I ever look like Hitler, you gotta let me know.
Oh, no.
Please let me know
Okay, deal.
if I look like Hitler. Sandy says I talk about Hitler too much, but I don't know.
I don't feel like you talk to me about Hitler.
I don't know. This isn't about Hitler, but I'm actually. This is my book club idea. I read this book about how to do about Saddam Hussein, and Saddam
Mhm.
Hussein actually wrote some novels and poetry because he was a creative guy. But anyway, that's why I want to start Saddam Hussein Book Club. We read books written by Saddam Hussein. So, so
You know, Martin, I just don't know in today's political climate if that is.
well, get this: you can buy his books on Amazon. So,
Of
but
course.
I have not ordered it yet, but you can do it. So, Saddam Hussein Book Club. In case anybody wants to join, my book club. But yeah, he was creative because not they're fiction. They're like fantasy. Some people have described them as propaganda, but I have to read it first.
You'll be the judge of that.
I'll be the judge. Like, I don't know what this means. So yeah, if you want to join my book club, Saddam Hussein book club.
I like that's the bit. You want to join my book club? It's about Saddam Hussein.
No, it's books written by.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get
Yeah,
it.
it's
It's
not
just a
about
funny.
him. These books were written by him. So,
Okay,
and
I have another question for you, not about the film, but about the pod. What would you say you've learned over 100 episodes of the pod?
I don't think we've learned much, to be honest. I don't know. Sometimes, the good part, I'm happy we were able to get a regular schedule in the first year or so. We were kind of sporadic on when to record. So, at least we get that down. We got our, our scheduling down. So, I'm happy we figured that out. It only took almost 2 years of recording to do it, but not bad.
I feel like you've had a lot of like career stuff. You kind of blew up a little bit since
Yeah,
you
I
started.
guess. Yeah, I guess I got that going. Um, Maybe I don't know if we've gained new listeners. I mean, probably, I guess.
I
And
think probably.
yeah, no, I think yeah, it's hard to say what's everyone's go-to medium, but if to get through the whole episode, then this is dedicated to you. Yeah.
Yeah, we probably should have had Noah on.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, yes, he would be the OG fan who's been there. I don't know if he still listens.
Maybe. We'll find out because he might message us.
Anyway, this is the first book we're doing, and I'm saying,
Great. This is just like your propaganda.
yeah, what is it about? It's a love story between a mighty king who happened to be named Saddam. I don't know where you got that name from. Simple yet beautiful commoner. The Iraqi people. Okay. Well, oh look, man, she's married to a cruel, unloving husband, the United States, who forces himself upon her against her will. So, oh man, this is actually a lot of good lot of stuff going on. Good news, guys. Does Saddam Hussein receive any money from this book? Not a dime. So you can buy it.
That okay, can you read some of the reviews?
Okay. Sorry. Hey, it has a 2.9 on Goodreads. Let's go down.
Wait, share your screen again.
Okay, I have to. You see, it's like sometimes it's like hard to push this stupid share screen button. I don't know if it's just me. Fucking fuck. Dude, I think my mouse sucks. I click it and it doesn't stay. Okay, now we're good. Okay. Okay. Okay, look. 5 stars. Okay. 60% 5 stars. Great storyline. And personal vindication. Wow. This guy, yeah, watch out for that guy. Um, Worth the money, a decent read. Oh, look, Anna and the King, as retold by the Butcher of Baghdad. LOL. Um, Great book by an amazing author. 1 star. This book was absolutely horrible. Oh, look, I really like how the story's set. Uh, great, good price. The whole story of literal, personal, or political insight. It's an intriguing read. Thank God that I've seen all Saddam Hussein books as reader. Many primary points were missing. Example where Saddam has to ask the publisher and bookseller that all the money that the books are making should go to people with learning difficulty, families with low income. See, Saddam's a good guy. Okay, like he's he really modernized Iraq. You probably don't like Saddam Hussein if you're like Kurdish, because he definitely killed a lot of people who were Kurdish. But I never met him, so
Yeah.
5 stars. Or
You're like, what was it Justin Bieber wrote in like
she's
that
a
hit
believer.
right now? Like he hopes she would be a believer. You're like, I hope that Saddam. I think Saddam Hussein would be a fan of mine.
Yeah, he had a good personality. Yeah. And I read this whole thing about the trial. It was all bullshit. It was really one-sided. They really, it's
How did we get on this topic?
I don't know. I'm just saying. You talk about
Was it Hitler? Is that how we got on this
yeah,
topic?
Hitler made me think of Saddam Hussein. Also, great mustache, Saddam Hussein. Um, but yeah, you want to talk about due process, read about Saddam Hussein's criminal trial, against war crimes. I don't know. It seemed kind of like they're all against him. He never really had a fighting chance. And if there's one thing that I believe from this country is our judicial system for a free and fair trial by majority of your peers. So yeah,
You're
so
like, yeah, I've really, I practiced this through line.
yeah, here's the guy. Here's another Hitler thing. He did not destroy Paris or Prague because he was such a big fan of the architecture, of the beauty of the city. So if you have gone to there recently and enjoyed it, I guess in a way you have to thank Hitler for not destroying it. So it could have been worse, right? He was
Yeah.
he was a big fan of architecture. He loved the arts. He loved his favorite city was Vienna, because there's. So what? You never read a book about Hitler? Am I the only guy who's ready?
I haven't read a book you wrote.
Well, I haven't read a book he wrote either. There's only one book he wrote. I've not read that one. So anyway, I'm sorry. There's no dictators you want to talk about.
What?
There's no dictators that you want to discuss.
How many female dictators were there? I'm gonna
Hmm,
look that up.
I bet almost none. Have you seen any female dictators? Any pop up? No.
Not really.
Yeah, I don't think there. Yeah,
A quick search says no.
yeah.
Not like for real.
Actually, I have Chat GPT on my phone now.
Yeah,
So
ask Chat GPT.
yeah. Now there's been like women drug lords and stuff, but I don't know if any female dictators because a lot of countries don't even allow females to run for office. So,
Yeah. Um,
yeah. Well, it suggests that I say doctors.
doctors. That's funny.
Okay, has there been? Yes, there have been female dictators through history, though they are relatively rare compared to male counterparts. Some notable are Wu, Wu Zetian from the Tang Dynasty in the 7th century, the only female emperor in Chinese history. Then you have Elena Kosokiu from Romania, unofficially, but with her husband was the official dictator. She held significant power behind the scenes and influence over Romanians' totalitarian regime. And that's good. Is what Isabel Perón from Argentina after her husband died. She became the president and sometimes considered a dictator, especially her rule that involved repression and reliance on the military. Then this lady in India, Indira Gandhi, in also the 1970s, while not a dictator in the traditional sense, she ruled with a decree suspending civil liberties and jailing political opponents. And number five, kind of funny, Margaret Thatcher, sometimes called the Iron Lady. The leader was strong and authoritarian, but were democratically elected and are not considered dictators. But she was listed as number five, so pretty cool, ChatGPT. That's pretty sick that you included her.
Yeah, ChatGPT works overtime sometimes.
Yeah, there's been, I guess, kind of official, unofficial female rulers, so hey, girls can dictate too, you know.
Girls can dictate too.
If anything, I'm more afraid of a female, of a female boss than a man boss, so, yeah, if
Do
any
you assume that female bosses like know more than men? Or
no,
like they do their jobs better?
perhaps you'd be more focused, but I was just a female boss could probably call me out on my bullshit more better than a male boss. They won't be cool about, they're definitely call you out for what you're doing wrong. And I could,
Yeah.
I just had one vice principal who was really intimidating and not cool. I was like, that was the one where she was like, yeah, just for your job review, whenever you're free, stop by my office. And then I just never stopped by. I just never went. So that's how you do it. And
Did anything ever happen with that?
I mean, they didn't renew my contract, but there's no proof that that's related. But I stopped working there. So you could say that was a consequence. I don't know. But
You could say that was the consequence.
There's no proof actually on the official paperwork. I resigned instead of not having my contract renewed because it looks better on paper And most people who do that are usually like accused of like inappropriate office behavior. But some of us, no, because when people leave their jobs and they always go like, "Oh, this guy resigned." It's usually not good when you resign, but in my case, I was just a shitty employee. So, what do you want? And she was the lady, she saw me, she observed me in a classroom, and she I wish I had this review, I would definitely hang it on my wall, her feedback. She wrote, "You contribute nothing to education." That was like, Jesus, lady.
Wait, she said that to you?
She wrote that in her observation of me doing me in the classroom. So
What?
yeah, that was written on a form. It said, I was like, dang. I mean, I understand, but
What did you do when you got observed?
I don't know. I don't know. I just try to walk around class. I don't know. I don't feel good when they observe me. It doesn't make me feel comfortable. So
That like that seems like wild.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's either that or go die in a hole or just so yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
god.
I thought it was a bit extreme as well, but
Yeah,
any
that does seem a bit extreme.
whatever. I'm against performance reviews, just say like, come on, it's chill,
Yeah. Um you're like, please just like don't tell me what I need to improve on.
Yeah, I don't believe in that, man. They're never fun. No one's ever like want a performance review. No one requests that. Right?
Yeah.
Like not like oh goody. I get to be judged. So anyway.
Goody, I get to be judged.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the corporate office. I don't like having a regular job there. The culture is not welcoming. I
They
want
won't let you just not do your job.
well, I mean, you can do your job. I don't know, whatever. Maybe I'm part of the problem. Maybe I mean, I'm deaf. If I still worked for the census, I would definitely Doge would have fired me because I definitely wasn't contributing much when I worked for the government. So, anyway,
Well, you know,
yeah, I
you
think
can't be good at everything, right?
I have job reviews that say you contribute nothing to this organization, or no
Have
one.
I?
Yeah, you never had anything like that.
No.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm shocked.
Well, that I got it myself. Well, I guess you never had issues with your employer. I didn't have
I
it.
mean, I've had issues with an employer, but no one's ever been like, you contribute nothing.
Well, I guess that's probably you're probably valuable to the team.
I mean, I don't know.
Well, that was my past. So
Hey, I think
I
things are
think
looking up for you, buddy.
if she could see me now, Also,
Yeah,
yeah. Also, I think she like a few years later. I think she like got cancer or something. So
that's sad.
I was like, well, I don't think she died, but I'm just saying, karma. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's mean.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. But I'm just saying, why can't people be cool and chill about stuff? Yeah, I mean, what's the big deal, guys?
Come
I
on, guys, what's the big deal?
yeah, okay, like, what do you want me to do?
My job.
Yeah, but I didn't feel comfortable. Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't for me, I guess. I don't know. But it's fucked up because it's like, oh, okay, yeah, fire me, make me have no income, make me not be able to afford anything. Thanks. Yeah, that's you're doing a good thing, because I believe, and so in this capitalistic society we live in, I can't live unless I have a job. So therefore, you shouldn't expect me to be good at my job because I'm only here because our society tells me to live a life. I have to make money doing something. And so you shouldn't expect people to work hard. That's our uh, our motivation.
Yeah, I can see that.
Don't you agree with that?
I mean, yeah, kind of. It makes sense to me.
Yeah. Dude, people like always say people don't want to work anymore. It's like, yeah, working sucks, dude. Like, yeah, I mean, holy shit. Yeah, who wants to?
Oh my
Don't
gosh.
you agree? Come on, come on. I
I
feel,
mean, yeah.
but you've always had like pretty compared to me. I think you've always had pretty decent employment. You followed the path people are supposed to follow. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I will say though, I read this LinkedIn article about this woman who quit corporate America and started working at Trader Joe's. And I read it and I was like, this sounds nice.
Wow. When you said I read this LinkedIn article, that's like the most DC white woman thing you could say. Oh man, you guys only.
Well, it was like an article that came in my feed and it was posted on LinkedIn. So I like wasn't on LinkedIn looking for articles to read. I like found it. I found it probably Googling just something. I don't know.
New
But it
job,
was like, and this
new.
woman, she was like so burned out that she like quit her job and then started working at Trader Joe's and she liked it because she liked knowing what to expect every day.
I mean, fair.
Yeah.
Actually, I worked today. I substituted a just get out the house.
How
So
was it?
it was fine. It was whatever. It was chill.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was all good. Yeah. So barely need a substitute, but
Hey, the
I,
best time to earn some extra cash is when you don't need it.
yeah. I mean, things been, if, they've gone up financially. So I think I'm making a new tax bracket this year. So
Hell yeah!
yeah,
You did it!
see,
You
that's
did it,
when.
Joe.
Well, yeah, when you enter the new tax bracket and pay taxes, that's when you become a Republican. You look at it, you're like, what? So
I'm
that's
paying how much?
yeah, and
Just so we can have roads?
yeah, but then you're like, wait, where is this money going? Huh? Like, where's this?
It's
How much?
going to the military.
Wow. Are you gonna be in town for the parade?
What parade?
Trump's B-Day military parade.
Oh no, I haven't even like looked at what I whatever. I don't want to know what the fuck this is, okay?
I forgot the date, but there's gonna be a military parade in
Oh, of
DC,
course there
and
is.
it happens to also fall on his birthday,
Of
which is
course.
yeah. So if you're in town, you can go see. um, our military, the tanks, and everything. It would be pretty cool, right? Yeah, so, and,
I'm sure.
yeah, anyway, and,
All right, are you ready to summarize this
yeah,
movie we have not talked about?
hey, no, just to clarify, Charlie Chaplin, original, you liked it, right? It had a good ending, right? In that first,
Yeah, it
ooh,
was for a silent film. It it happened. It was quiet.
speaking of better finances, he does become a millionaire at the end. Him and his buddy, they got the gold. They became millionaires.
It's the Martin Phillips story,
It's the American dream. Go,
which
yeah.
is also the Martin Phillips story.
Okay. Well, I'll try my best to summarize
Okay.
it.
I'm gonna have you summarize this. Are you ready?
Yeah. Okay, the gold rush is about a guy who goes to the Klondike during the gold rush, and he gets a cabin and some other guys there, and he gets really cold and stuff, and they survive. Then they go into the town, the bar, and everyone shits on this guy. He meets some girls. They kind of shit on him too at first, but then that one girl realizes he's in love with her because he keeps a framed picture of her underneath his pillow, and I guess she's kind of not cool about it at first, but then she comes around, and then his old roommate comes back. They find the cabin. Elvis doesn't stand, but they got all the gold there because they built it on gold. They cashed it in. They're millionaires, and he meets a girl on the boat, and they fall in love, and luckily he's a millionaire by then.
The American Dream.
Yeah, do you keep a photo under your pillow?
No.
You, me
Do
neither.
you?
No, of course not. Nope. So,
It's just like it's just like butts under your pillow.
okay. Well, there's nothing under here. Nah. You know, I keep my firearm.
Yeah, Texas baby.
Case someone breaks in. So,
All right. Well,
okay,
it's
well,
crazy. It's been 100 episodes.
yeah, I think we should do this every year. A movie that's 100 years old every year.
Okay.
So next year is 1926, and then 27, and we'll see if we do another 100 episodes.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll talk about the movie one day. We should do
Yeah,
that.
we'll figure it out.
So,
We'll
Grant,
don't worry. 1926. We'll find something good for y'all.
I was gonna say, Grant should go through all the episodes and see the amount of time we've actually discussed the film. See how long, see how many minutes that is, and if it makes a full episode. So, uh,
Hey, they come for the chit chat. You know.
yeah, well,
All
well,
right, Ron Bros. Don't grow a Hitler mustache.
it's Charlie Chaplin. Goodbye.
Bye.
Ordinary